He's worked with the Veterans Advisory Board, and he's really helped make Melrose the place it is for veterans. To me, it's the capital of Massachusetts for veteran services, and a lot of that goes to Ryan's hard work, and so we appreciate that. So we'd like to take a minute just to acknowledge Ryan's contributions here in Melrose. So first up, I have Alderman Scott Forbes, right here.
Thank you. You know, you look around, you see so many people here today, and this is an event that Ryan actually launched. When you put the right people in the right places, great things happen pretty fast. And in the short time that Ryan has been here, he's done so much for the city, and you can literally see his work all over the city with all the different monuments and different places that you see when you walk around. So on behalf of the city of Melrose, we just want to say thank you. You're definitely leaving the city in a better place that you found it. And on that note, I just want to read a resolution. Hoo-ah! Thank you. Thank you, Bob. So we have a resolution honoring Sergeant First Class Ryan M. McLane for his years of dedicated service as Veteran Service Officer for the City of Melrose and lasting impression bestowed within our veteran community. Whereas Ryan M. McLane accepted the position of Veteran Service Officer for the City of Melrose in September of 2011 and began making an immediate impact throughout our community. And whereas Ryan's vision has been instrumental in bringing all generations of Melrosians together to recognize the lives and the service of our local area veterans. And whereas Ryan's tireless work ethic resulted in the dedication of the Women's Service Tree, the Korean War Monument, the World War II Memorial, PFC Minor H. McLane Square, the Miller POW-MIA Chair of Honor at City Hall, our flag retirement ceremony at Wyoming Cemetery. I'm still not done. The Respect Garden Project. In addition, Ryan's efforts helped repair and revitalize the Grand Army of the Republic Memorial, the World War I Memorial, and the Upper Wreath outside Memorial Hall. It's outstanding. And whereas Ryan played an integral role in the organization and development of Operations Resolve, Thank You, Gettysburg, Respect, Remember, and United. These trips provide our middle school students and local area veterans the unique opportunity to travel to Washington, D.C. Their historical missions honor our veteran community during these tours of our national monuments, which includes Arlington National Cemetery, the Liberty Bell, the battlefields of Gettysburg, and the United States Military Academy at West Point. And whereas Ryan's drive for success can be seen at community events all over the city of Melrose, which include the Chili Chowder Challenge, the Melrose Veterans Open Golf Tournament, Veteran Town Halls, our Veterans in the Classroom event, and the Greater Boston Food Bank Community Drive. And be it resolved that we, the members of the Board of Aldermen, thank Ryan M. McLane for his leadership, professionalism, and friendship over the past 8 years in providing the city of Melrose with a foundation of success for years to come. And therefore be it further resolved that on this 25th day of March in the year 2018, that this resolution signed by each of its members be spread upon the records of the Melrose Board of Aldermen, and a special copy thereof be prepared and presented to Sergeant First Class Ryan M. McLane. Thank you.
Next up, if I could have from the State House, Representative Paul Broder.
You're the man.
Thank you, Bob. I've already kind of been through it, it sounds like. So,
You don't say.
yeah, that's not going to happen. So, I started this job, the job that I have, state rep, about 6 months or so after Ryan came on board. I didn't know much about Veteran Service Officer world, even though I was a member of the Board of Aldermen for 9 years previous. And that was something we kind of saw across the state, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but the nature of that job has changed radically over the years. And what we saw a need for in this community and across the state is kind of a new breed of professionals and professional approach to how we deliver veteran services in our communities. That's kind of the government thing, and Ryan was and is that change agent. He is the personification of the modern, professional, compassionate, well-informed veteran service officer. But what he's done for this district or this community is really, really remarkable. And I always say when I get to speak at things like this, I kind of feel like a little bit of a dope, or I shouldn't be here because this is about people who have served and I have not. And but because you get elected, they give you the job, and it's not a good fit sometimes, right? But in this case, I feel very comfortable doing it because what Ryan has done in this community is connected veterans and veteran services with the rest of the community. So when you're talking about veteran services here in Melrose, you're talking about the bureaucratic piece, the connecting folks to benefits, making sure they get what they've earned and they deserve. But it's also about making sure the Memorial Day Parade goes well, the Veterans Day ceremonies go well. It's about, again, connecting veterans to the bigger community. And that means the Veterans Advisory Board, which is done and will continue to do even without Ryan here. Incredible, incredible work. But connecting to the schools with Lisa, bringing kids, and not just in the classroom. I don't want to say anyone can do that because I can't, but outside the classroom, with veterans in the classroom, with the trips, with all those connections, that's game-changing. I tell you, I get to see a lot of different communities and the way they do this stuff. It's different here. Like Bob said, this is the #1 community in the Commonwealth to be a veteran, and it is in large measure because of the leadership of Ryan McLane. So I have similar state house paperwork to what you heard from Bob. It's a pleasure to be here to honor my friend.
Okay. We just want to embarrass you just a little bit more. We have a presentation here from the Veterans Advisory Board. Ryan has helped us take our vision and spread it throughout the community, that you see young students here, you see veterans here, you see older people like myself here, and we all come together to honor our veterans, and that's because of the vision that Ryan helped us move forward. So we thank him for all that he's done for us. We couldn't have done it without him, and we just hope to continue the good work that he has laid the foundation for us. So on behalf of the Veterans Advisory Board, and if anybody isn't aware, Ryan is now the town administrator in Hubbardston. So I haven't been out there yet to visit. He took the job and then had 3 blizzards come at him, so I'm sure he's been busy. But I do want to get out and visit him and see his office. But from the advisory board, we got this flag for him to hang in his new office. So, and we hope that he'll hang that there and he'll think of us when he looks out. So, thank you, Ryan.
Okay. So this is intimidating now. Thanks. So walking through here today and seeing the faces of the connections that I've been able to make in this job, it's really all I saw as my role was to get the smart people over here, to talk to the smart people over here, and the people that cared, and get them out in front of people and coordinate. I think that's the point of the job. So I can tell that I did that because all of you care and you're here, and that's sort of the point. So that's how I saw my role. And also I tell my soldiers, I'm still in the military all the time, that it's the job of a veteran to show the community how to honor veterans. Rather than demanding it from the community, you should show them. and set the example. And it's really easy in this community because all the veterans do that. They do what they're supposed to and serve as the model that they're supposed to, and they're leaders in their community, and that's sort of the idea. So I'd like to thank all the veterans I've met here for teaching me how to do it, and hopefully I was able to help you do it as well. Boy, I normally know what to say, so I'd like to thank, I'm not going to thank people individually because everyone here means so much to me that I don't want to point anyone out, but I will single out Bob Driscoll and the advisory board. When I interviewed for this position, Bob was staring me down, similar to how he's doing right now. And as soon as I got hired, he called me and he's like, "Hey, I need to meet with you because we got a bunch of stuff to do." And I was like, "I'm not sure they've offered me the job yet." But this is his vision. So I feel like my skills are to coordinate and to move, but in many ways he's been doing this for decades, and the advisory board is an extension of that and everybody involved. So it's unfair to single out just single people, but this community is where it is because of volunteers like Bob and the advisory board and all the people that push it forward. So there's still chili and chowder to eat. If you like what you saw here, buy a raffle ticket so we can send kids to DC, but I can't thank the community enough for allowing me to do what I need to do and for giving me the skills in the future that I think are going to make me live a fulfilling life and to be a good model for my family and my fellow veterans. So thank you.
Here, here.
Okay, keep voting. Thank you very much. We very much appreciate everybody coming out. But there's still more chili, chowder. We don't want to take it home, so please go out there, eat it all. Okay, we got water, 50-50 Celtics tickets. So we're going to shut down the voting at 2:30, another 15 minutes, and that way we can count the vote.